Hello, this is Praise On with a Passport, and just like the Pottages, we're not home right now. Stick around to figure out where we've been and where we're going. Welcome to Montevideo. I'm leaving our Airbnb. Come along. Some amazing parks. We have amazing views from our Airbnb. I'll turn around and wave at Mom. There we go. Looks like there's a full-time park attendant here. It is New Year's Day. I'm not sure that they're going to be working, but they have immaculate grounds here. It seems like they're always taking care of it. Now, earlier we were in the city square and we were walking from here, and it appeared as though someone had taken a water balloon and dropped it on us. Wasn't the case. They were throwing water. As we were coming back, we discovered that they were, oops, that's where the little booth is where the attendant usually hangs out during the day. Anyway, so what we discovered was on the way back, they had started taking the little desk calendars and throwing the paper out and water on passerbyers. Seems as that's their tradition. Seems a little messy to me, but you're gonna see a lot of trash because the wind blew it throughout the city. Anyway. This is a great little park that we can see from our Airbnb. And if the GoPro allows, I'm going to try to get to the city center. When I say the GoPro allows, it tends to overheat and is a battery hog at high definition. This is a city of parks and tree-lined streets. Not necessarily this one, but other ones that are just like, wow. Makes you feel like you're really not in the city. So we're in Montevideo. We've been here since December 5th. We'll be leaving in about mid-January. So we spent Christmas. There's a cruise ship coming in. We spent Christmas and New Year here. And the plan was, and still is, to go to Buenos Aires, Argentina, stay there for about 45 days, and then we thought about going to Panama. And so we started booking hotels in Panama, and for whatever reason, I decided no, we're going to go directly from Buenos Aires back to Europe through Spain, and I'll start booking that pretty soon. This has been an incredible city. When we landed, our Uber driver explained to us that, you know, it's sandwiched between Brazil and Argentina, and Brazil speaks Portuguese, Argentina speaks Spanish. So the #1 language spoken in Uruguay is, you guessed it, Spanish. Now you can see all the trash that's blown everywhere.
Hello.
Happy New Year. Hi.
Feliz año, bro.
So the #1 language spoken here is Spanish, followed by Portuguese, followed by Italian, and #4 would be English. Now, many of you know that I barely speak a little French. I speak even less Spanish. So yes, we have struggled here. Google Translate is your friend. You can snap a picture of a menu and it will do its best. It's not 100%, but we've gotten by. Knowing a couple phrases, a couple words here and there in Spanish does indeed help. Again, I am no Spanish expert. This is about where someone had thrown water on us, because I remember that broken thing. I don't know where or how they did it, but they did. Anyway, it's the perfect time of year here as winter is approaching the northern hemisphere above the equator. Summer is starting to inch its way here. We've had some of the prettiest days at 71 to 80 degrees. Very few rainy days. One overcast day. The weather's been impeccable. Can't complain. The windows have been open. We do have air conditioner in our Airbnbs, which there was a snafu. The first Airbnb we checked into had a water leak. The owner was so gracious, she gave us a full refund. We were there for 4 days, and it started on day 1. They ended up having to break a pipe behind the refrigerator to do it, and she gave us a full refund. I booked a hotel, and she drove us to the hotel with all of our bags. Really, really polite. This is where they were throwing water yesterday, where I got video and paper. Now this is another little park that we've enjoyed coming in to sit. Ours near the Airbnb is great if you want to just sit and watch. This is the one we enjoyed going to for just sitting in. It has so many beautiful trees, shade. Again, you're seeing a mess. It's all the paper. This was not here yesterday, but you can see it's the old-fashioned calendars that go in your desk, and apparently that's how they get rid of the new year, by ringing a new one, throwing out the old. Also, Uruguay, it is required to vote here. If you don't, there's a penalty. Got a McDonald's in this corner. Got the Turkish embassy back in this corner. Uruguay has apparently more cows than people. Their hamburgers have like cevado, I believe it's called, are incredible. Sometimes they have egg on it. I have found their dulce de leche to be divine. I mean, it's just everywhere, and they do a great job with it. There are 2 cruise ships coming in this morning. This place is going to fill up pretty quick. It is about 7 in the morning. We've got a lot of people that are probably just winding down from a night out. I am an early bird. Sometimes the bar is open here to go out with the guys at 9 p.m., 11 p.m. I'm well in bed by 8 o'clock, so that's not really a thing for me. Looks like the GoPro may cooperate with battery life and overheating, so I will make it, hopefully, in one shot to the city center, or what I call the city center. It's where I get money out of the bank. I use Charles Schwab. They don't, well, actually they refund any and all ATM fees worldwide. And I only go to the bank during normal banking hours, Monday through Friday. That way, if my ATM card is somehow stuck in the machine, I can go get a representative to get it out, worst case scenario, rather than having to leave it and then somehow getting a new one, which I'd rather not have to try to do. See if we can make it. It's really nice. There's no one out this morning. Usually there's traffic here. Also, Uruguay has really great healthcare. It's kind of expensive, which, by the way, we've discovered Uruguay is kind of an expensive city. Their healthcare is great because I was walking around the last Airbnb and my foot was introduced to a dining room chair and I broke a toe. So got to go to their emergency room for x-rays and a consult to discover that it was indeed broken. And then the following days I got to go see a specialist who told me just time would heal it. So yay. This is the place I go to get money, right there. Part of the presidential area. Great little square here. Little places to eat. This beautiful building. Cut across, and then we'll try to go to what I call Main Street. Again, you're seeing a lot of trash. I do apologize. The city's not usually like that. It seems like it was a very festive into 2024, and it's very early and they haven't had a chance to clean it. By the way, I've discovered they don't use leaf blowers. They use these to clean up things. This is the Canadian Embassy. Hey, see you. We'll get to Canada again one day soon. Maybe. Great statues. So we did find Uruguay just a little bit pricey. We have found that after charging things on our card and getting what it cost, it seems to be almost just as expensive as it is back in the States. Almost. Not everything. I was looking for a pair of New Balance shoes before I broke my toe. I'll pause the video and show you the shoes that I'm interested in getting, but the expense has deterred me. I'm guessing it has to do a lot with the taxes included in the price here, and it appears as though the tariffs of getting the shoe that I like was made in Indonesia, but for whatever reason, the tariff that they probably imposed by Uruguay and getting the shoes in has made it, for me, cost prohibitive. So no New Balance shoes being bought here. It doesn't matter, toe's broken. I'm walking better, but it still kind of hurts. And after a good, nice, brisk walk, it's gonna start throbbing. But I thought this would be the perfect time where I don't have a lot of people out. It's not too hot for the GoPro to overheat. Got a full battery. I'd take you for a walk and show you around. A lot of these shops are all closed. I don't know if they plan on opening today. There are 2 cruise ships coming in. They should be releasing their passengers in a minute. So money's to be made. You can see this and it's not too dark, but this is what I'm talking about. Tree-lined streets. This is just beautiful. When the sun comes out, it's shady, just beautiful. Again, the weather here at this time of year, perfect. Shorts. Yesterday was the first day that got to 80 something, maybe like 81. First time I've seen people without shirts. I don't know if it's because they were at the beach and then walking back through town. or, you know, 80 degrees is the magic number. They do have Uber in the city, and we have been using it to get from place to place. Not exactly US prices, but way more than I've paid in other countries. They do call Uruguay the Switzerland of South America, and at the prices we've been paying, I kind of see why it gets that name. Subway, eat fresh. Going back to the language, you know, it's been said with traveling videos, if you can find someone under 30, chances are they speak English a little bit. That's probably a rule of thumb for Europe. You know, like I said, Uruguay is kind of sandwiched between Brazil, excuse me, and Argentina. That rule really doesn't apply here. Am I struggling? Yes. Are we making it? Yes. Should I have learned more Spanish? Yes. Sí. All in all, still a good time. Not sure what Argentina will hold. It'll be more like this, and that's fine.
It won't be easy. You'll think it's strange when I try to explain how I feel.
I'm in their country. I should have learned Spanish. Should have learned it a long time ago. I have a few words here and there I got. I am by no means fluent at all. But we're making it. And this weather is beautiful, so I'm wishing you a happy new year. I'm turning around. Looks like my GoPro is halfway down to the battery. Just thought this would be a nice way to say thank you for liking and subscribing and watching my videos. Hope you have a great new year. And I'm a mess. This has been Praise On with a Passport. Thank you for watching.